the stage.
Thank you very much. Everybody is unique. You all are different. You have different personalities. You live in a different setting. You have a different life. You have different expectations towards your car. Your car needs to be spacious. It needs to be fast. It needs to be cheap. Maybe it needs to be luxury that you can show who you are and what you own. And buying a car is a very complex process. And we have a 7-year life cycle of one car. One car exists out of 50,000 unique parts. And you want to select just the ones that you really need and what you're looking for. And complexity is very huge. And what we are all facing, and today's lives are different, we call it customer journeys. But the customer doesn't think that he's on a journey. So the customer is just around there. He's browsing on a website. He's using an app. He's visiting an event. He's going outside and having a look onto a car. Some kids are serving and using metaverse activities, and they tell their parents, oh, did you see that car? And it's interconnected, and you don't know at which part do you get the confidence and the conviction that this product is the next product you need to own. And therefore, you need to have an answer for all of these unique touch points. And what's incredible, the more devices you use, the more touch points you are facing. If I look at TikTok, TikTok hasn't been around a couple of years ago, and now it has more daily interactions than Instagram and YouTube combined nowadays. And even from a revenue point of view, from a TikTok side, it's very impressive. So the question is, does every OEM have to be on TikTok in order to reach the audience? I don't know. It depends. But what we all know, the amount of interactions per user increases like hell, and it's going to be more and more. And everybody gets a lot of gets many emails, many ads on a daily basis, and we all perceive it as spam. You don't want to have spam. Time is the most precious thing we all have. Therefore, the content you get has to be relevant. And it's very hard to have just relevant content. And from an OEM point of view, you want to make money. And you want to bring the products in the shortest possible amount of time to your customer. And what we developed at Audi, so I started my Audi journey more than 10 years ago. It's the so-called Automotive visualization platform. And we visualize all cars and all options for all markets, and in the meantime, not only for Audi, but for the entire Volkswagen group, including Lamborghini, Cupra, Volkswagen passenger cars, Volkswagen commercial vehicles, next year also Bentley. And for this, we create a virtual twin. And in the virtual twin, we do the model prep, the setup, in order to prepare it, that everybody gets the unique experience. We have around 20 product teams to take care about the software and the content, pre-rendered images, pre-rendered movies, interactive engagements via cloud streaming, virtual and augmented reality. Everything has to be for the real. What we see here is a retail store. We are live from Canada to Australia and 32 markets. And we have millions of interactions on a daily basis to show the customer that piece of content which is relevant to him at that point of time. We also have unique tools where markets can create their own content to foster specific campaigns to sell cars, what they have on the stock and need to get rid of before the next ones are already coming in. Or cars they need to sell because there's a problem in the supply chain, and you can follow up. And everything is very interactive and engaging, and it's based on a very modular approach. This allows us to act very fast. And for example, 2 years ago, when we should actually meet and then it was postponed due to Corona, we had the issue that the customer didn't want to go to the dealership or it was not allowed to. And but we want to create a connection between the customer and the dealer. And we put together some building blocks what we already have available from the web with interactive 3D streaming, with the Zoom or Teams-like way. the customer can now interact with the dealer without going to the dealership and get the full 360 view, interior, exterior, with the live streaming, and get all the details explained. And that's pretty impressive. So how did we achieve this? So first, you need to identify your value streams because because there's a need of millions of assets on a daily basis, you can't produce all of them. It's just not impossible from a time and money point of view. You need to focus where is the customer really benefiting from the content, what kind of content do you need? Then you need a rockstar team. So when I started, there were just 2, and now we are around 60 internally, and we have around 150 to 180 on the partner side. Where is the core competence? So where are you differentiating to your competition? You need to insource it. You need to be flexible. You need to have an interdisciplinary team where you can really build up and learn and be as fast as possible. And what we also built at Audi Business Innovation is a flat system, pretty holacracy based in comparison to the straight hierarchy, what you all know from the Volkswagen Group, for example. And the kind of culture we have is pretty unique because everybody shows immense ownership. Everybody knows what his role and accountabilities are, and everybody takes care about the sprint goals. So we are moving pretty fast. Another key component is you need to know where your strengths are. So what are your people capable of? What kind of components do you build? Which one do you buy? And on the other hand, where are you not as good at? And who could be the right partner? And for the partner, the standard approach, what we used to do more than 10 years ago is go for the cheapest one, because all suppliers say they can help you. But in reality, we all face the topic. It's not really the case. You need a trustful, long-lasting relationship where you can rely on each other and where you really create value. And for this, we are very proud, and we are very selective with the partners we have, and we maintain the relationship for a long term. What's also very important is to use data. So with the millions of interaction we have on a daily basis, you need to dive deep inside because with more than 20 product teams, you lose very fast the overview. Where's really the value? Where are the problems coming from? Where's the REI contribution? So dive deep into the data analysis. And second, go to the customer, speak to the dealer, speak to the car buyer, and ask them what they really need. And this is really dependent on the geographic region, on the demographics, on the cultural side. So there is no reason just because the white man buying a car in Germany has the same requirements as people in UK, in China, or in the States. So you need to be where the beef is, otherwise you get stuck and lost. And I think what's very important, think big, but start small. You need to start your first plant, build an MVP, learn from it, and when you see and identify that it's working, keep going, don't stop it. We are all facing the business plans. Where are you next year? Where is the break even coming? Where are we in 5 years? And then that's it. But there are so many opportunities out there, and you can't stop all the time. You can't go to the board all the time and ask for additional approval for more headcount or more money. You need to go, and you need to find your speedboat in your organization in order to progress. Otherwise, it's not going to be the hill with the tremendous growth on the right-hand side. And most important, start now, start tomorrow, learn from it, keep the learnings inside, and iterate. And then I'm sure you can achieve the same what we achieved. And the question is, are you ready for the future? So do you have the team, the data? Do you know what you need? And we are asking this ourselves non-stop because either you disrupt yourself or you get disrupted. And yeah, I'm glad to be here, and feel free to contact me here or